Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Zaidi. So today we want to present about Marcet Boiler experiment. So first of all, I want to talk about additional theory. The use of Marcet boiler is to investigate the relationship between a saturated pressure and the temperature of water between a range of 0 to 6 bar. We can observe in Marcet boiler temperature of water will increase if the pressure increase. The temperature of water is directly proportional with the pressure. When the energy increase, the increase of activity among the molecules enable to increase the number of molecules.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Nur Ira Safia binti Ahmad Nizar, bernombor matriks AA191084. And today I would like to present about the objective of this experiment. First thing, to demonstrate the relationship between the pressure and temperature of saturated steam in equilibrium. Second, to demonstrate of the vapor pressure curve. And last but not least, to compare the result on this experiment with theoretical value obtained from the steam table. Now we move on to procedure. Okay. First things first, fill up the boiler with water to a certain level. If the boiler is initially filled with water, open the valves at the level side tube to check the water level. Pour in additional distilled water if necessary, then close the valves. Set the temperature controller to 185 degrees, which is slightly above the expected boiling point of the water at 9.0 bar. Open the vent valve V3 and turn on the heater. Then, observe the steam temperature rise as the water boils. Allow steam to come out from the valve V3 for about 30 seconds and then close the valve. Record the steam temperature and pressure when the boiler is heated until the steam pressure reaches 6.0 bar. Then, turn off the heater and the steam temperature and pressure will begin to drop. Start to record steam temperature when the boiler is cool until the steam pressure reaches atmospheric pressure. Allow the boiler cool down to room temperature. And lastly, record the steam temperature at different pressure reading when the boiler is heated and cool.
Assalamualaikum. Nama saya Nuatira binti Mamaris. Today I want to talk about apparatus and conclusion. For the apparatus, Marcet boiler, they have pressure indicator, pressure relief valve, temperature controller, side glass, pressure transducer, temperature transmitter, heater and water inlet.
Assalamualaikum and my name is Marcet Boiler and today I want to present about result and discussion. For the result, as you can see in the screen, this is the result for Marcet boiler experiment.
The observation for the experiment is the experiment was done to study the relationship between the pressure and the temperature. Marcet boiler experiment was turned on and the water inside the boiler is heated up until it reaches the boiling point. Some simple steps that can help avoid error are before starting the experiment, the air gas should be removed from the boiler. The valve should also be closed before conducting the experiment to ensure that the experiment shall be done at the constant volume. Proper insulation is put on the Marcet boiler then the result would be more accurate because insulator could prevent heat loss. Based on the experiment data, it shows that it is directly proportional as the temperature increase the pressure.
For discussion, in this experiment, the error percentage should be around 10% to 20% as the experiment was done in enclosed surface and no volume for experimenting sample are allowed to escape from the system. However, based on the data obtained, the experiment shows that the experimental yield was too much because this might happen due to presence of air in the boiler and the measurement reading error that happened during the experiment. There are a few sources of experiment error. Firstly, measurement reading accuracy. Secondly, room temperature and pressure. And finally, the stability of the material.
For the conclusion, we use the Marcet boiler to investigate the relationship between pressure and temperature for our water in the saturated liquid phase. We begin the experiment by heating water under constant pressure until it reaches boiling point. Then close the valve, resulting in a constant volume system that forces the pressure to increase as the temperature increases. As a result, we may investigate the direct relationship between water pressure and temperature at the spot. In a word, the experiment objective has been identified successfully. According to the result of the experiment, the steam temperature is directly proportional to the pressure. Aside from that, the saturated steam pressure curve has